I got my first bike, and my grandpa said, "Does it have a seatbelt?" And I'm like, "No, Grandpa, it does not have a seatbelt."
That's an easier way to die.
that would be worse. You want me to get launched. You want me to get launched to have.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds, and welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, the Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. And today I have an exciting episode for you guys. We got my friend Jojo here, and we are ready to rock. We have a great conversation. It goes absolutely all over the place, and I know you guys are going to love it. So without further ado, let's make this short and simple. You know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts... Beer burp, sorry. Now. And support for the Garage Boozing Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide, and I have an exclusive offer for my listeners. 20% off plus free shipping when you use the promo code TGBP20 at manscaped.com. That TGBP obviously stands for the Garage Boozing Podcast. But all right, boys, trim that junk of yours. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TGBP20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com with promo code TGBP20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today I am joined by one very special guest. To my left, your right if you're watching on YouTube, we have Jojo Cozza. Cozza, I said it correct, right?
Yeah, you did.
You know what's funny? So before I even get started here, I'm just gonna put it out there that me and Jojo, we actually haven't been friends for a very long time at all.
No,
I think within a month. I think I've been friends with him for a month.
Yeah, I would say so.
But we hit it off. And you know what? Knowing me, I'm gonna give you guys one guess where we met. All right, if your answer was the bar, that was correct.
Beyond correct.
Me and Jojo met at the bar, and you know, right after, right.
It sounds like a bad thing.
I know. I sound like an alcoholic.
Two degenerates meet at the bar. Find out what happens next.
I'm not an alcoholic.
But you had that. I kind of want to go off what you were just talking about, though. Like, you had that topic on Twitch. So we were talking about Twitch, like, right before this.
Yeah, we were.
So, like, I got into Twitch when I was young.
For people that don't know what Twitch is, tell me about Twitch.
So Twitch is a streaming platform where, you know, it's notorious for gaming, but it doesn't have to be gaming. It can be music. It can be art. I'll give you an example. Over the quarantine, I'm really big into EDM. You know, I go to festivals all the time. So... you know, one of the main events, it's called Lost Lands. There's a bunch, but one big one's called Lost Lands.
Are you a hippie?
Like low key, yeah.
Low key,
like low key, like a hippie, but like not look like a hippie. So, and they performed Lost Lands and streamed it on Twitch. Obviously, no one was there, so it was just the main guy is Excision.
I know him.
You know Excision, right? Yeah. So like him, Millennium, like, you know, all of them, all the big names, like just kind of got together and they performed it on Twitch and had like 100,000 viewers per session. And I think it was like 3 or 4.
Damn.
So Twitch is just one of those things where you can just like I guess show off yourself live. Now, like I said, most of all, it's gaming. It's mostly gaming though.
But so like it's like a live stream.
Live stream. It's now there are VODs on them, like where you can look back at their previous streams. But like if you see someone like there's categories, right?
VOD?
Oh
wait, is
like
that
previous,
VOD? Video on demand.
Exactly, video on demand. Yeah, exactly. So like a previous stream. So like say someone streamed for 5 hours and they post that VOD, it's that previous stream.
Sure.
So live streaming, it's, you know, a big guy I follow, his name's Nick Merckx, like, and he's just discussing a Call of Duty.
Isn't that how Ninja got big on Twitch?
Yeah, Ninja blew up on Twitch. And actually Twitch got bought out by Amazon.
I met Ninja in New York City once.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was he?
He was wicked cool. I mean, I talked to him for 10 seconds. I was there for when the ball dropped, and he was like one of the celebrities.
No
there.
way.
And,
when he did his fucking like little Fortnite dance or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I was there for New Year's with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And we were just like walking through the crowd to like wait to our spot, and he was like Ninja was coming and he had like people around him and stuff, and like people so oh, it's Ninja swarming and shit. So everyone's like, oh, can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? Guy's down to earth as hell. He's like, yeah,
super cool.
One
man.
by one, he's like not just taking a picture, leaving. Like he's sitting there taking a picture, like talking to the person, what's your name, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, cool guy,
dude, super cool guy. And I think a lot of people mistaken, I guess, celebrity. It's kind of hard to tell like Twitch celebrities like celebrities because they're like naturally just human, like just regular people, like regular bros or girls, whatever. Like Nick, dude, you go see him. He's like a buff junkie. Like he's lifting every day, playing Call of Duty. He's just a bro. He drinks beer, like whatever. You know what I mean? So
I like beer.
I like beer too. So you see a lot of these people, and you think that they're like, oh, high-end celebrity, like Ninja. Dude, Ninja is a gamer. He's a gamer, like,
but he's a funny gamer. He's a
funny-ass gamer,
yeah.
And that's how he blew up. He blew up by like freaking out on live streams, and then it blew up on YouTube, and it blew up on all these clips, and that's just how it happens. Twitch is like, I promise you, Twitch will be the forever live streaming platform until something better comes out. But I can't see one coming out.
So anything,
and Bezos owns it. So
any,
so there's that. He's gonna dump money into it, and he knows how much it's growing.
Oh yeah. The only thing I ever see on Twitch is like people playing video games, and then like you see like another like little tiny camera view in the corner of like them while they're playing the video game. I've never seen other stuff in there, but like people tell me all the time, why don't you have a Twitch? Why don't you have a Twitch? And I'm like, I don't play video games that much, but like when I do, like I like to play some Call of Duty.
You know what? So I had this friend. I'll kind of break down Twitch for you and why you should get into streaming if like you're about that. One of my friends at the time, we were playing Overwatch, and Overwatch just came to console, and it was a big thing, and it was cool. Like, you know what I mean? It was only available on PC prior. So we get into Twitch, or he gets into Twitch, excuse me, but we're playing Overwatch, and he's like, dude, I'm really gonna grind this. I'm really gonna do this. And after a week, he's just like, bro, I'm not getting any following. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did what the fuck did you expect? It's too early, you know what I mean? So I was like, well, what are you doing it for? He's like, well, I want to get viewers, I want to get money. I'm like, well, you're doing it for the wrong reason. Every famous person on Twitch did it because they love video games or love what they're doing.
Yeah.
And like Ninja, dude, when I first followed Ninja back in, I was probably a sophomore, so 2015, and he was playing like H1Z1. He only had like,
wait, how old are you?
I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 in September.
You're 24.
24.
Fuck, I'm old.
How the fuck? How old are you?
32.
You're not 32.
I'm 32.
Dude, you do not look 32.
I'll show you my ID right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
You don't believe me?
Give me your license. Yeah,
Nah,
I
I'm
wanna see it.
27.
Get the fuck out of here. No shot. Yo, oh my God. You're not going to
27.
fool me like that.
He's like, no way.
No shot. God damn, now you I got to take a sip of my Blue Moon. So, when I first saw Ninja, he was so small. Now you look at him, he's, when he was playing Fortnite, that shit blew up, it was like 80K a night. When he played with Drake, he had 500,000 viewers.
I hate Fortnite.
I
suck at it.
At the time, I loved it because I was so good at it. Shout out to my boy Andrew. We fucking played every night, at least like 5 to 8 wins a night, just grinding it. If I was serious about a setup in gaming, I mean, I would have had some kind of following.
Yeah, so my thing is like every year I get the new Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is like the most realistic like shooting game, like. And then they come out like Fortnite. Everyone's all hyping Fortnite, and I'm like, okay, let's see what it is. It's a fucking cartoon, and it's not even like first-person player. Like it's just like you can run and build stairs. The only time I ever won, I played Fortnite for a little bit, and I did want a battle royale. I won one time.
Love it.
Because it was at the time where they had that fucking sword. And I got lucky, and I found the sword. I found the
most
sword.
Broken item in the game at the time.
So I found the fucking crazy sword that just killed everybody if they got close to you. So I got lucky, and other than that, I never got in top 20. Like, wow. I'm garbage. But you put me in Call of Duty, and I'll fucking murk everybody, dude.
But the thing is, like, you and I, like, kind of in the same, age group. Like, we grew up on Call of Duty. We played Halo 3. We played COD 4. We played Modern Warfare 2.
Bro,
Black Ops.
I've had every Call of Duty that's ever come out.
Ever.
Literally ever.
I would say probably like 50% of them have been trash. But the other 50 have been
because
golden.
They were switching the people who made it every couple of years. Or whatever. Do they still do that?
So yeah, you got Treyarch, you got Activision. Supposedly they might have a third person coming in, but as far as I know, like right now, Modern Warfare, that's all Activision. But what was crazy about this Call of Duty is that they actually teamed up with Treyarch. So now they have Treyarch guns in an Activision Warzone.
Oh, so they double teamed.
So Cold War. So Cold War got integrated into Warzone.
That's the newest Call of Duty.
Which is new. So Warzone's the battle royale, but you can still get Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Right.
Which is multiplayer, the campaign, co-op, whatever. So people kind of get that confused.
See, I've got both, and I can select which game I want to play just by being in one.
Exactly, because you own the multiplayer like Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So you automatically get Warzone, but if you just have Warzone, it's just Warzone.
Right.
That's really all it is. So yeah, that's the integration behind it. But we grew up on that shit. Like we were so used to multiplayer, dude. Search and destroy,
Team
deathmatch,
I'm-
domination. Like
Yeah, I love domination.
Dude,
my,
what?
my biggest ones are Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, Domination, Team Deathmatch. That's
I mean,
all
pretty much your CDL.
Yeah, exactly,
like literally
right.
CDL. So
Team
so,
Deathmatch is my favorite though all day.
I mean, you know what? You know what's interesting about that? As the Call of Duties progressed, Team Deathmatch got more like it. You didn't require as much skill. Where the other modes, Search and Destroy, maybe Domination, maybe Hardpoint, you like there's a little bit more skill that goes into it. You know what I mean?
What I love about Domination though too is like so now in like what is it? Cold War. In Cold War, like or even Call of Duty's more recent, like back in the day, the older Call of Duties, like to get a score streak, you had to get all the kills in a row.
Oh, in a row.
To get a fucking like
points.
Exactly. To get like your fucking what are they called?
Kill streaks.
Kill streaks, right.
Yeah.
You literally had to be undefeated, not killed to get those. Now it's just an accumulation of points, which I love. So like now if you're playing Team Deathmatch, a lot of my fucking kill streaks are like the higher end ones because I like to gain the points and then just fucking kill everybody.
Of course.
So now I can play a game of domination and get all of those like 2-3 times
easily.
But if I'm playing Team Deathmatch, I get them maybe once. So like domination's a lot longer game.
I was gonna say the more objectives you have, the more likely you're gonna get kill streaks.
Exactly.
So they kind of they switched it up from Call of Duty. Call of Duty 4 was like one of those first games where like, dude, you had to get kills in order to get kill streaks. That was like the pure definition of kill streaks. Everything else is just like, dude, get an assist, cool. Defuse the bomb, cool.
Oh, great.
You know what I mean? Like you're tallying up these points to get kill streaks. So like I like it too. Right now, like the meta of multiplayer is not really like high right now, but like still, if you were playing multiplayer, I like that style more than just
I play that more than Warzone. But I will tell you, my favorite Call of Duty all time, World at War. My favorite.
Really?
I love World at War.
Why?
My absolute favorite because it was like I don't know, it was like World War II. It was just cool.
Yeah.
Old guns and shit, and it wasn't like crazy, like super like technology now.
Did you ever get into Battlefield? Because Battlefield had like World War II, World War I. Like,
is that a different game?
Yeah, you never played Battlefield, did you?
The only games I've played since I've had an Xbox are Call of Duty, which I buy once a year, and then every WWE game that comes out once a year.
Really, you get 2K.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it didn't usse to be 2K.
It used to be just WWE.
But it's 2K now. Yes.
Wait, so
but most people say most of the time when you're talking, hey, you want to play 2K? They're talking like basketball. You know?
Oh yeah.
So,
they don't understand that 2K has other games.
Exactly right.
Actually, 2K was trying to get Madden, but something fell through or something like that, so they don't have Madden
anymore.
Actually,
I lied. I played Madden too. I do play Madden.
Madden's pretty. FIFA's really fun too. I love FIFA.
I'm not a football guy.
Dude,
See what I did? I'm not a soccer guy.
Dude, fucking, you know, like the problem with sport games, like, okay, so this is why Fortnite changed everything. It kind of tails back into sports games. Fortnite changed everything. It wasn't the first free to play. Like there were other free to plays before that.
Yeah.
But this was the first free to play to really blow up because it tailored in a bunch of different demographics. So you had young kids, you had kids in college, you had older dudes who were just interested. You just had so many people interested in Fortnite that it changed the way that people bought video games.
Do you know how many people I know that literally would come home from work and like go run a Fortnite? Like that would
because it was easy.
Especially
they didn't have to pay anything.
And in its peak, dude. Like,
yeah,
a free game, like you know, like going nuts. Then what a great business model because before you pay your you used to be $50 for a new game. Actually, it used to be $40 for a new game. Then it went to 50,
15,
like
60.
and I probably
now it's like 70,
yeah,
70, 80.
60,
Depends on the game.
$69.99 depending on the game or if it's collector's edition. But Fortnite, their business model is so smart because they get people hooked, and then they get like people wanted to get like the fucking Fortnite dollars and shit like that.
Well, you bring up a great point, dude. Item shops,
yes.
Dude. It like exclusivity, like okay. So I'll give you an example. There was one skin I actually have it on my account. It's called the night skin. It's from season like 1 or 2 or 3 or some shit like that. You can't get that skin unless you played Fortnite that early on. Now there's actually technically rarer skins than that. At the peak of Fortnite, it was going for like a few $1,000s just to have the account.
That's nuts.
Like that's how much people fucking cared about it. That's how much people wanted skins. And dude, the skins do nothing. They
nothing.
They grant you no competitive advantage.
No advantage at all.
So Fortnite changed it because they were like, and I'll give you Skull Trooper. I'm sure you've heard of the term Skull Trooper.
Yes.
So that was a skin that was so it was exclusive to a Halloween event. and you can only buy it during Halloween. And they didn't do it for the next Halloweens until like later on. So what they did is that they came out with the Skull Trooper skin again. But if you had it previously, you got this cool like purple tint to it, and your eyes like lit up like purple and shit like that. Had gas coming out of it. It was so.
Oh, you probably played so much better with that.
So you had such a competitive advantage,
Yeah, right.
dude. You look fucking sick, dude. Like,
Dude, good job paying for that.
good job, man. How much? You know, there was a meme at the time. It was like, how much you pay for that Fortnite skin on a date? And it was
Yeah,
like
right.
$19.99.
Draft Top. The Draft Top was designed to give you a better all-around drinking experience, and this is how. You take your cool little bar tool. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see me demonstrate it right here. If you're listening, you're just going to have to listen to me explain. But you take your cool little Draft Top, open it right up, stick it on top of your beer can, right like this, give it a little friction, a little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right, boom, look at that, quick and easy. Your beer just became a cup. It makes for an all-around better drinking experience. You can smell the aromas of the alcohol. You can chug your beer a hell of a lot quicker. So forget about a red Solo cup, I'll fill you up. Your Draft Top just made your beer can into a cup. So forget about wasting plastic, doing dishes. You don't have to do any of that. Drink it right out of your can like it's a cup. Slug it faster, smell the aroma, have a better drinking experience, and get yours now. I want you to have one. You want you to have one. Draft Top wants you to have one. So go to www.drafttop.com, get your Draft Top now, and don't forget to use promo code GBPC15. That stands for Garage Boozing Podcast. 15% off, because that's right. The guys at Draft Top upped our promo code from 10% to 15%. So you can now get 15% off your Draft Top. Again, that is www.drafttop.com. Use promo code GBPC15 right now. Do it. You won't regret it. Thank me later. All right, back to the show. So the one thing I forgot to ask you before. So
Yeah.
you go by Jojo, but I don't think Jojo is your real name. I have no idea what your real name is. So I'm gonna kind of
take a
I'm gonna
guess.
guess. I was gonna say
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
I'm gonna
guess. I'm not gonna tell you my
Does it
real
start
name.
with a J?
Yeah, of course.
Jordan.
No. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna give you 5 guesses.
Okay,
And then we'll
so
go to
Jordan
that.
was one.
Yep.
It has to be like a Joe, right? Joe.
I think you're overthinking it.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
John?
Nope.
Jeremy?
No. How the fuck does Jeremy turn?
Justin? Fuck.
Nope. No. You got one guess. Listen. You got one guess.
I can't believe that. Like I don't even know his real first name right now. He's a guest on my podcast. I don't know his real first name.
This
Fuck.
is crazy. Because you only know me by JoJo, which is
I know
crazy.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
You were close with the third one.
Jeremy?
No, Jeremy was a
John.
fourth. Yeah, I think that one was the third one. Yeah, you were closest with that. You got one more. I'm not even gonna put my hands up anymore.
Josh?
No.
What is it?
It's Joseph.
Joe, fuck! Oh my god, I was overthinking it.
You
Wow.
Jojo. You were overthinking that as fuck, dude.
can't-
Like, dude, there's bro.
Joe,
dude,
Joe.
You like if JoJo John was a good one because there's Jo. So I was like, okay, you're on the right track. Everything else is like, I don't, dude. Jeremy, how the fuck does JoJo turn into Jeremy? Like, what the
Joseph. That
fuck?
makes so much sense. How did I not think of Joseph?
Fucking Italian gabagools gonna fucking get you now.
Cool. All right, so I know you got a whole list of things over there that you came prepared you want to talk about. So I'm gonna ask you one question
Yeah,
here.
lay it on me.
And I've brought this up in on a lot of my episodes, but I just like to know what people think. And this just became news. Oh, was it? I don't know how recent it was, but the press conference just happened where so a big fight coming up, boxing match, right? Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, right? So Logan Paul is the older brother of Jake Paul, who is honestly, I'm gonna say this right now, but name a more famous active boxer right now than Logan Paul. You can't.
Or Jake Paul. You mean Logan Paul?
Yes, not Logan Paul. Jake
mean
Paul.
Jake
sorry.
Paul.
I meant Jake Paul.
Okay. Oh, I got
More
dude,
famous. More famous.
Okay, more famous.
You can't.
Right there with you. I mean, Canelo, but in terms of popularity, yeah, Jake
Famous,
Paul.
right?
Jake
Canelo,
Paul has
and
it.
the thing is,
Canelo,
I'm a
got-
huge Canelo fan. I just watched his fight the other night. I was rooting for him. I love Canelo, but like
Great fight, by the way.
great fight by the way.
Great fight.
But Jake Paul, I've said it a million times on this podcast, mark my words, but Jake Paul, even Logan Paul, Logan Paul isn't as nearly as good as Jake Paul, but like Jake Paul, undefeated. Logan Paul has one loss. How they're professional boxers still, I don't know. But
I got a comment for that. Continue. Keep going.
These guys are bringing so much relevancy to boxing. I've talked about it a million times on here. They're just what they're doing is so good. And Jake Paul specifically, the fact how during the press conference he grabs Floyd Mayweather's hat, makes a big brawl, dude. Do you know how many pay-per-view buys? Wow. How many pay-per-view buys that just bought? Buys.
Yeah.
That just had so many people turn their head and like, okay, maybe I'm gonna buy this fight now.
Okay. So let me relate it to, me being an athlete at one point or another.
Not an athlete by any means. Never. So let's hear from the athlete.
Never seen him run. So
I don't run.
So, okay, I played baseball most of my life, and
what does that have to do with boxing?
Okay. Let me get into it.
All right, you're right.
My guy. So imagine someone who just made a fucking joke of baseball. Like they paid a lot of money to get really good at it. They got really good at it. But when they got there, they were just running their mouths and they were making social media news and everything like that. For me as a baseball player, I'd be like, dude, fuck this guy. So that's how I see, like, not really so much Logan Paul.
I'm glad you're saying that because people like when people argue here. So we're going to argue for a second.
No, wait,
no, I want to argue. All right, go ahead.
No, that's fine. Look, I want to get into this because I understand what he's doing. I don't hate Jake Paul for what he's doing, because he's actually putting time and dedication into boxing, just like Logan Paul is with this fight coming up against Floyd. So I don't hate it in that.
If anybody
sense.
deserved that fight, I think it was Jake over Logan. So I don't know how
100%,
Logan got it, but
100%. But Logan's bigger. It's a whole different argument. But
Logan is literally 50 pounds heavier and 6 inches taller.
At the time of the deal, Logan was kind of making a little bit more noise in the boxing world than Jake was. Jake got it after. Jake got into it after Logan. So,
but go back to what you're saying.
Okay, so I understand the boxing enthusiasts because they see this kid coming from YouTube with a lot of money and ambition to do whatever the fuck he wants. So it's like, okay, like he wants to get into boxing because first of all, pay-per-view, dude, it's like one of the best ways to make money in sports. You got one fight a fucking year and you're making millions of dollars.
Do you know that his last fight with Ben Askren, like that pay-per-view sale is in the top 10 pay-per-view sales of boxing of all time?
Of all time.
Of all time.
That's crazy. So I don't hate
of all time.
I don't hate Jake for what he's doing. He's probably one of the smartest businessmen I've ever seen. That being said, in terms of the sport of boxing, the people who've been grinding this shit for years, the coaches, like the viewers, and they see this fucking asshole with tattoos and shit like that just coming around just trying to fucking fight whoever he wants just because he's talking a lot of shit on a big platform like YouTube, of course they're not going to fucking like this kid.
So why do people like Conor McGregor?
Because he grinded.
Okay,
that's the point.
Sure.
Like, dude, he was engulfed into this community.
So
he's part of it.
So the thing
he just kind of fucking said, "Fuck it, yeah, I'm gonna do boxing." What? That's just disrespectful.
And he's fucking killing it, though.
But he's picking his fighters. That's the problem. Okay. Jake
because people aren't gonna fight him. People will not fight him.
People won't fight him. But okay. I kind of wish he fought Conor McGregor in terms of a boxing match. Because honestly, even though Conor lost against Floyd Mayweather, who's probably one of the most indisputable greatest boxers of all time,
the best.
Probably the best in terms of everything, I wish he did it just so I can see his ass get kicked from a real fighter, dude.
Okay,
bro, are you kidding me? Ben Askren looked like he was fucking chubby in his mom's basement. Are you out of your mind?
Yes, but
come on, man.
I got two things to say. So
okay, go ahead. You're right.
So
I've been talking.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So the first thing I have to say is, oh shit, I forgot the first thing I had to say. So
on to number two.
I know. So the second. So rewind to what you just said. You were saying how you played baseball and like if someone came in and made a joke of baseball, like you'd be pissed or whatever. How is Jake Paul making a joke of boxing? So let me finish. He's not making a joke of it by any means. So yes. Oh yeah. Back to what we were saying. So I said, what's the difference between Conor McGregor? Because their styles are very similar. Conor McGregor, yes, he grew up and he was like, this is the one thing I want to do. The one thing I want to do is fight, and that's it. Yeah. Jake Paul grinded. You're like, oh, Conor McGregor grinded. So did Jake Paul. Jake Paul grinded, but in a different aspect. He like literally, actually, he lived off the fame that his brother got originally, because Logan was the one that got famous off Vine, and then Jake Paul got famous because he made another Vine, and then eventually got into a role in Disney, and then got fired from Disney for whatever reasons, and then became the problem child he is today.
That's crazy.
But dude, if you're going to tell me that using your mouth is not a grind, I think that's wrong, because this guy, sure, like, he didn't grow up rich, man. Like he grew up a normal person like us, but he used his platform to get rich. And then once he was rich, he was like, you know what? I want to take on boxing. So then ever since the thing is the guy, like, yeah, he's a shithead and like everyone hates him and he's like a shit talker. But like, dude, that guy is putting asses in seats. He's selling pay-per-views and he's literally like great at what he does. So, and he's grinding at boxing. He's getting great training. He's actually taking it seriously. That guy can fight. Sure, he fought Ben Askren, but that was the biggest name that would fight him.
No.
So, like, he doesn't want to sit there and waste his time and go fight Joe Schmo on this pay-per-view and not sell a bunch of tickets. He wants to get, like, a well-known fighter like fucking Ben Askren, who is literally a fucking Olympic athlete who was undefeated for so long and got beaten his last 2 UFC fights or whatever and then retired, sure.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, did he look out of shape and shit? Ben Askren definitely was there for the paycheck. I'll say that all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I don't know if that was planned or not, whatever, but like still, Ben Askren, big name. If you're a UFC fan like myself or any UFC fan out there, you know, or an MMA fan, you know who Ben Askren is.
Yeah.
So Ben Askren, an actual fighter, someone who has to be trained to punch and take punches to successfully fight in a fucking fight versus this 23, 24-year-old YouTuber, like there's some competition.
So my thing is like,
no one expected Nate Robinson to get knocked the fuck out.
yeah, dude. Honestly, like, okay, when I when I
People
saw
thought
that
Nate
shit,
Robinson was gonna win.
bro, I thought that shit was just like a fucking Bleacher Report promo. I was just like,
Right?
this is fucking stupid. Like, dude, we have a basketball player fighting a YouTuber. Like, are we in the Matrix? Like, what is happening right now? So, like, I saw that shit and I'm like, I mean, I guess whoever's bigger, like you look at the numbers, obviously Jake had so many more advantages over Nate. Like, what the fuck? Nate was so much shorter, so much smaller, less reach. Like, dude, what? Like, I think anyone probably could have predicted that. I'm saying you make great arguments, and I'm agreeing with you on most of them. Like, he's such a good businessman, but in terms of the essence of boxing, people take offense to it, not necessarily me, because I've never been into the community.
They take offense to it because he didn't grow up wanting to be a boxer.
They think he made a mock of it. They think like okay, like just because you have money and you dedicate your time into it and you pick your fighters, like they're not a fan of that. So they're like, all right, fuck this kid. But in reality, he's not bad. First of all, him and his brother are probably in the best shape I've ever seen YouTubers get into in their fucking lives.
Right.
They got into some of the best shape. Who knows what the fuck they did? They got into shape real quick. But anyways, I think Jake is a decent boxer. There's no argument against that.
Correct.
There is no fucking argument. He's a decent boxer. But
He trains with Mike Tyson.
But I need to, but here's the thing, because he probably pays for it. So the people that are growing up on this shit who can't afford Mike Tyson, of course they're going to fucking take offense to that. But here's the thing. I want to see him fight like a champion. I want to at least get to that
That's why
point.
he's trying to fight Floyd Mayweather.
And I mean, his brother is already. So that's going to be. And I think if I had to bet any money on that, it's an exhibition. It doesn't go against Floyd. I don't think, but I would.
It doesn't go against him.
It's an exhibition. I would probably take Floyd only because, and in terms of like an actual boxing competitiveness, I would take Floyd.
You're
in
the majority.
But here's the thing. But like in terms of betting money, dude, if you bet on fucking Logan like beating him or at least not or even knocking him out, dude, you're gonna make so much money on that shit. Are you kidding me?
Dude, my only argument.
The plus on that's insane.
And I'm not even a huge boxing fan, but like those two have made me interested in boxing. But like Logan is literally 6 inches taller, 50 pounds heavier, and has like so much more reach than Floyd.
I just want to bet money, but it's just like it comes to that. The question is, can
Floyd reach Logan Paul's face?
Can Floyd run away from him?
That's the thing. I hope that's
Dude,
not.
But here's the thing:
the last Floyd Mayweather fight, I thought I actually the second to last was the Pacquiao fight, and I wanted my money back after that fucking fight. I was so fucking. The guy ran the whole fucking time.
Dude, I was just about to say. So what people don't know about Floyd Mayweather, if you like, you don't watch like
he's a defensive boxer.
He's a defensive fucking boxer. That's how he wins. Like he is going to fucking tire you out.
He's a pussy. He's a pussy. He's a fucking pussy. Is what he is,
dude. So you know, if Logan can get to him. It's over.
If Logan gets one or two good hits,
I think Floyd's gonna run around. That's the problem, and I don't like, dude. He can win off technicality. Yeah. Like, I don't want to fucking bet against that. But if Logan fucking hits one, oh my god, it's over.
If Logan gets a good 1 or 2 hits, like he could literally knock that guy into next year.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows if it'll happen?
Easily.
All right, folks. Let me tell you all about the Pump Action Shotgun Tool. Whoa, there's a tool for shotgunning? Hell yeah, there is. So listen to this. The pump action shotgun tool, created by the Drunk Engineers. Love that name, by the way. It makes shotgunning a hell of a lot easier, and let me tell you how. So you're going to take your beer, and you're going to stick it right in the shotgun tool, like this. Hold it like that so the air pockets are up here, and then you're going to give it a little squeeze. You're going to hear pop, bam, pop. But look at that. No mess. So right now the air pocket's right up here, and you're going to want to make sure you take this, push that down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the tool. Hold the beer can in place to the mouthpiece. Then you're going to put your mouth on the mouthpiece and shotgun. And boom, no mess. You can shotgun at the dinner table, family events, wherever you want with absolutely no mess. So forget shotgunning, slamming a knife right through. Yeah, not a thing anymore. Thanks to the Pump Action Shotgun Tool by Drunk Engineers. And you can get yours right now. So just log on to www.drunkengineers.ca. Don't forget to use promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. That's right, promo code GarageBoozing for 15% off site-wide. Go get yours now. Thank me later. Back to the show. All right, but anyway, so you said you got some stuff.
Listen, so my big thing, like a lot of me and my friends.
Is this one of your topics?
It's one of my topics. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a segue.
Is it like a question or like what is it?
Yeah, so it's more or less a question. I'm just kind of like leaning into it. So a lot of me and my friends, like we like to dive into like deeper shit. We like to see like why you are the way you are. So I'm gonna pull a fucking 180 on you.
Go ahead.
So what is, I guess for a lack of a better word, I actually have it on my phone. I have it actually written down. What is one harsh truth you prefer to ignore? Yeah, now we're doing a fucking 180, ladies and gentlemen.
So like, define a harsh truth, like something that like
something within your reality that you prefer to ignore, like it could be numerous things. For some people, it could be like debt. It could be a breakup. It could be your own insecurities. It could be life. You just ignore life on a daily basis. Like it really could be anything.
I'm gonna answer that question, and I'm not gonna. I don't mean this to be cocky in any means whatsoever.
No, I don't judge.
But like, dude, I don't think I have one. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say because I'm such an open book with who I am. Like, there's literally nothing about me that I know that people don't know about me. Or so like I'm just very open, and like I know. One of the things, what's one of the things you said just now? Like debt, something else.
Like debt, it could be like your, a breakup. It could be death. Okay, yeah. It could be anything. Like literally anything under the sun.
You called it a hardship, right?
A harsh truth.
Harsh truth. Okay, harsh truth. Dude, I don't know, because I genuinely say I'm a very happy person.
But think about it. If you ignore it on a daily basis, then you don't think about it. And now is your opportunity to think about it. So that's why I ask it because
I'm trying to think of anything I ignore. I don't.
Yeah.
Because like I've talked about this before, and like I've had friends on here who talk about anxiety, depression, stuff like that. Stuff I've never felt.
Sure.
So like I don't relate to it, but like I appreciate hearing it.
Yeah. It kind of changes your perspective.
Right. So like,
and from your perspective, you haven't felt that, so it's a different answer.
Right.
Okay.
So the story I always say is like I used to have a good friend of mine that used to live with me, and he was talking about anxiety, depression, stuff like that. And like, dude, I would be here. I was there for him all the time. I would listen.
Yeah.
But did I understand? No.
No, because you've never been in his shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually felt depression. I've gone through breakups and been sad, but like I'm really good at bouncing back and being like, "Yo, like I got one life. I'm gonna live it." Like,
so I was gonna say, what's your motive behind that? It's just knowing that there's better shit to come.
My motive in life is just knowing that like I'm not here for a long time. So like, it's so cliche, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy every second of my life. So am I gonna let 10 seconds of my day ruin my life and make me all sad and shit like that? No. So like I maybe I just have it's all mindset, like some people have more mindset than other people, sure, whatever. But like if you really try to sit down and like actually take control of your mind and your emotions, you can.
You
it's
absolutely can.
It's hard to get there, but you can. So like
there's a lot of factors that go into it. Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying you can do it like this, but like I don't think I have a hard truth that I ignore because I'm the type of I like to hit things head on. So if I have an issue, I want like if me and you were in an argument, we're friends now. So like, if you were upset and you're like, oh, Chase, fuck you, blah blah, you had a problem with me, like I'm gonna be like, bro, let's talk about it, let's resolve it. I'm not gonna let it just sit there and like simmer. So
I think that kind of comes down to communication skill too. I think a lot of people are fucking bad at communicating. Like, dude, it's just part of. I don't know.
But wait, hold on. Before you get into that, because like I'm gonna spin that on you now.
All right, go ahead.
Because like, I'm sorry, I don't have a good answer here.
Sure. No. That's a real answer.
I'll keep thinking. I hope maybe I'll come up with something.
That's
like,
a real ass answer though.
It's just me being truthful.
Sure.
Not cocky by any means.
No.
But so what's one hard truth that you ignore?
Man,
and people get real on here.
Well,
so be real.
so yeah, I was gonna say, if anyone gets real, it's within my fan group. So I've definitely answered this question before, and to be honest with you, I think one harsh truth that we all ignore on a daily basis is death. Like we don't think, like I can get on my motorcycle. Death.
Oh,
like,
I think about death every day.
Oh, but okay, so then you technically ignore it then. You know what I mean? Because you think about it, but you still live your life. You still go about your daily routine.
And that's why I live my life the way I do, because I think of death.
So you and I actually kind of think the same way, just in a little bit of a different light. So the reason why I say death is because like I can get on my motorcycle right now, and fucking someone clips me, and I go flying, it's over. But that's not going to prevent me from what I'm doing. Just like you said, it's not going to prevent you from what you're doing.
Right.
So when I was younger, it used to give me anxiety. It used to like. And for lack of a better word, just cripple me. Because I was like, yo, fuck, man. Like, I'm going to fucking die.
It scares the shit out of me when I think about it.
It scares the shit out of me. Like,
I'm afraid to die. And if you say, you're not afraid to die, you're a fucking liar. Yeah.
You're a fucking liar. Dude, no one wants to die. Everyone wants to live forever, but yet we kind of want to experience death.
When people tell me, and they're like, oh, I'm not afraid to die. I'm like, all right, so someone breaks in your house and points a gun at your head and you're not afraid. Whoa, well, that's different. No, it's not, because you're about to die.
It's fear.
Right.
But here's the thing.
I'm afraid to die.
So the reason why I say that is because, like, okay, think about it like this, right? So I'm not going to get on a fucking, like, I'm not going to not get on a roller coaster because I'm afraid to die. No, bro, like, listen, if a fucking screw comes loose and I go flying off the roller coaster, shit, that was my destiny. Like, okay, I can't control that. But, like, people like, do you really want to get a motorcycle? And I'm like, fuck yeah.
Dude, when I
and I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, of course I want to get a fucking motorcycle. That shit is so much fun. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
I got my first bike, and my grandpa said, does it have a seatbelt? And I'm like, no, Grandpa, it does not have a seatbelt.
That's an easier way to die.
that would be worse. You want me to get launched. You want me to get launched to have...
There's an easy way to go in the back of someone's windshield. Like, I know. So yeah, dude, it's just like...
That's a good answer. Death.
I think, dude, if you... Okay, either... There's two types of people. Either you've thought about death.
Everyone's thought about
it. Or you're... I guess ignorant to the point where you don't want to think about death. And I get that, because it's like, what's the point? What's the point of thinking about death if you can't really control it? But at the same time, like, I think it's great to ponder it. Dude, it's a harsh truth that I ignore every day. I could die at any given moment. So what the fuck is the point of living life, like you said, like, sad or deteriorating my day from something great? Shouldn't.
So death scares me, but at the same time, so I will say, it scares the shit out of me the moment of dying, because, like, am I a little curious?
No one knows what it's like.
Right, but to be honest with you, I'm a Christian, all right? I do believe in God. I believe in something. I believe there has to be something. So if it's God, whatever, there's something. I believe in something. And I would like to believe in the Bible and stuff like that, just because it's been around for so long.
Sure.
Do I know if it's 100% true? No, nobody does. But, like, my entire life, I was raised a Christian. So, like, I am a Christian, yes. Do I do a few unchristian things? Yeah, all Christians sin. That's a thing. Everybody sins.
Absolutely.
But the one thing that makes me feel a little bit better about dying is the fact that I believe in this higher power, this afterlife my entire life. And it's just like, dude, there's got to be something. And again, we've talked about this a million times on the podcast, but, like, there has to be something, because everything has a beginning. So, like, fuck the Big Bang, because everyone's like, oh, the Big Bang. Okay, yeah, how did the Big Bang start? Oh, there was a bunch of chemicals and shit like that blew up. Okay, where did they come from? Like, there's a beginning. Yeah. Something starts everything.
And we'll never know it.
And we'll never know.
Not at least in our lifetime.
In our lifetime. But who knows? Maybe when you die, in the Bible, I will say, there's things like the Bible, sex before marriage, mortal sin, you go to hell, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that stuff at all. I would like to think that it's either you're morally a good person or morally a bad person. And there's a difference.
So I think first of all, I'll get into two things. So number one, one thing that people don't know about me, like, I'm really into astrophysics. Because
What the fuck is that?
Astrophysics is the science way of explaining how everything fucking works in the universe, which is kind of fire. Like why there's gravity.
Okay, so
why,
tell me how it started.
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
No, exactly. So I'm not disputing you, but what I'm saying is that like we can only gain more knowledge. There's only more shit to fucking learn. You think we know fucking everything? No, of course, no shot. So
Maybe the Illuminati does, but we don't.
oh shit, I don't fucking know. So I'm fucking 24-year-old in Schenectady, New York. You think I fucking know anything?
Right.
No.
Bang, bang.
So, bang, bang. So, you know, I look at this shit and you know, the question becomes of religion and science and stuff like, dude, I think that everyone's fucking right and wrong at the same time. Dude, no one knows the fucking truth. Christians, you know, if you believe in Christianity, Judaism, Catholicism, Islam, like, it doesn't matter, dude. Or
Scientology.
Scientology, boy. Biggest fucking scam on the fucking face of the earth. But, you know, you look
Damn
at...
you, Tom Cruise.
Fucking Tom Cruise took my money. So, you know, you look at all of these combined, and dude, at the end of the day, no one fucking knows.
No one knows.
No one knows. But at least astrophysics gives us an understanding of what we do know. So you look at gravity, you look at black holes and dark matter and shit like that. So if people aren't aware, someone I fuck with OD is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Fucking love it. Because he breaks it down in the most like casual, like bro way possible. Like he talks about like Van Gogh and shit. Like, you know what I mean? He's not all just about astrophysics. So he breaks it down into what we already know. And he said something on in his book actually, like, we will just never know. That was like the consensus of what he was trying to say. Yeah. We will never know. Not in our lifetime, not in this book or anything like that. So just enjoy the fucking time that you have.
That's
here.
exactly what I said.
Enjoy the fucking time you got. Listen, the sun is traveling through fucking space and time. We're rotating around the sun, and eventually we're probably gonna hit a fucking black hole. The sun's gonna blow up. So just so chill the fuck out. It's not that important, and enjoy your time here.
And
that's it.
And that's why I always say I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And like I said before, it's cliche to say, but like I know that life is so short. Like I look at my grandparents; they're 90 and 92 years old, which is awesome, and they're in great.
Shout out them.
Yeah, shout out them. They're in great health. So like it's awesome, and I want to make it to that point. But at the same time, like I want to make sure that everything I do in my life is enjoyable. So like, sure, don't get me wrong. There's times where I get sad.
Of course, that's human emotion.
And the thing that sucks about me too is like I don't get sad or upset often. So like when I do, it's like
it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah, I just experienced that lately. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll sit there, and like it'll take me a little bit. Like I'm not saying like I get in a bad mood, I snap out of it 5 minutes later. But like once I actually like let it cool down a little bit, then I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
yeah,
almost like, dude, grow up. Like,
are you
gonna like literally let 10 seconds of your day ruin your entire day? No. So then I bounce back. I feel a little bit better, and it's good. I'm the type of person where like literally I'm happy 99.99% of the time, and I'm blessed.
Fine.
I'm blessed.
That's fine. You know, it's fucking crazy. Like I ask certain people this, you know, every time, you know, if I meet them for the first time or we're getting into like deep conversations, like, you know, the question becomes like, are you happy? And my answer to that is like, dude, like I can't answer that because it's just ebbs and flow. Right.
My answer is yes.
For a majority of my time is yes,
sure.
Absolutely. But like you said, that 0.01% of the time, dude, you experience everything else. Yeah. There's like anxiety and sadness and anger and just everything. Like you can't tell me you're always 100% happy. It's just impossible.
That's
it's impossible.
True, which is why I said 99.999.
Exactly.
Because I am most of the time very happy, but like there's times where I get in bad moods, like I just said, and when I get in a bad mood, I'm very bad at handling it because it's very rare.
But you know what's crazy though? When I ask people why they're not happy, because you know, if we're getting,
I know people that aren't happy, people
that aren't happy
like that,
and I ask them, you know, like, well, what's holding you back? And most of the time, it's because they're a product of their own environment and their mindset.
It's their fucking mind.
It's their mindset. So there's two things. So. Okay, I'll give you an example. Like, if you work for, I don't know, if you work for fucking Vans and you don't like your job, but you feel like you're stuck in your job, dude, there's like literally nothing holding you but a paycheck. And the paycheck is only there to support you.
There's a million jobs out there.
Dude, there's 1,000 billion
if you
fucking
don't like
jobs.
Your fucking,
you just gotta grind.
And see, that brings me to like people that like, no offense to the people that work in the fast food industry, because like I love my McDonald's, I love my Taco Bell, but there's people that work there for a very long time. Like I can't do anything else. I'm like, dude, go apply yourself. Fucking apply yourself.
But like you said, you just points your head. It's your mindset. You gotta dude. Okay, before I got my job for what I do in the tech industry, dude, I never thought in a fucking million years I'd ever have a job in that industry. But I applied myself like you just said, and I was like, dude, I'm going to take a shot. Dude, I was the only person out of 6 people to get hired to my job, and then I went on a 3-month trial period, and I did so well that I got hired a month and a half in. And people who tell me like, dude, oh, I can't do it.
You can.
No, you fucking can. You gotta fucking believe you can do it. And as like corny and cliche as that is, it's so true.
And
dude, do you think fucking any of these YouTubers or like famous celebrities, like just like kind of like, besides people that are born into money, you think they just like woke up and just did it? Yeah. Like, no, bro. They gotta fucking believe. You look at Kevin Hart, bro. What? Dude, you look at his like going to like round around like stand up like venues and shit like that, and then finally got big. Dude, what?
Bro,
come on, man.
I'm gonna finish that whole segment by saying that your mind is the most powerful asset that you have.
Period.
Literally.
Period.
Mind over matter. Literally, that's another cliche saying, but it's so true. Mind over matter. Your mind, your brain, your control over your brain and your emotions is literally the most biggest asset that you have. Yeah. And once you have the power to actually like sit down and like breathe and you're like, all right, and take control over your emotions, bro, there's no coming back.
There's no coming back.
But at this point, I gotta cut it off. I gotta send it. You know.
Shit. Yeah. Fuck me. Right.
You work at 8:30.
I do. I do. Yeah. I do. I work at 8:30.
My guy Jojo, aka Joseph, which I don't like that. I like Jojo. I like Jeremy better. Jojo, you got anything to say before you send off?
Listen, man. Listen. Fuck you.
He got me here.
No, thanks for having me on the podcast, man. You know, obviously, I'm down to talk about life.
Yeah, we'll have you back again, I'm telling you. Yo, thanks for being here, pal.
Thanks, bro.
We'll do a little cheers quick.
Appreciate it. Yeah. You got to tell us with your natty light. Appreciate it.
Let's fucking go.
Cover this shit with...
It's a blue moon. It's fine.
I was going to say, it's fine.
You can say blue moon. It's okay.
Was it drunk topless? All right, bet. Perfect.
Drink topless.
Drink topless. Sorry. Drunk topless? Yeah. Shit. Either one, I guess.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah.
But all right, bitches. We'll see you next week.
See you.
Woof. What an episode. I knew you guys would like JoJo, and I told you we had one hell of a conversation, and it was awesome. JoJo, thank you so much for coming to the garage, giving me your time, and having a great conversation with me. I'm sure you will be back on the podcast sometime soon. But folks, please don't forget the absolute #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, we've got hoodies, we've got t-shirts, we've got sweatshirts. You name it, we got it, and it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net. And please don't forget to follow us on all of your favorite social media accounts at Garage Boozing, as well as YouTube. And of course, don't forget to hit that follow, like, subscribe button, whatever it is, on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Pandora, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we're there. So please don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released. So right, dorks, that looks like it's all the time we have this week. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Your support means the absolute world to me. And with all that being said, we'll see you nerds next week.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing, alcohol chugging, and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.